Hello and welcome back to Elon After Hours. I'm your host, Jules Hallman, and I'm gonna be honest, I'm getting pretty emotional, guys. After tonight's episode, there's only a few more, and after this week, there's only about 1 month left, so it's really starting to feel that this year is coming to a close. Now, I don't know if it's the realization that I'm halfway done with college or just the simple fact that I'm a huge baby, but I've definitely been feeling all of the feelings. It's okay though. I've been taking this nostalgia I've been feeling and using it to heal my inner child recently. How, you may ask? Buying Squishmallows. As many of my friends could tell you, I have gone a bit overboard on buying Squishmallows. At this point, I think I'm up to 7 or 8. And it's even come to a point where I had to ask a Target employee if they had a certain Squishmallow in stock in the store because it wasn't on the shelves, but it said it was online. But he was super nice and got the Squishmallow from the back, but not before laughing at me for buying it while simultaneously wearing a Budweiser hat. It's the duality of man. This past weekend was the beginning of the annual music festival in California called Coachella. Now, if you don't know what Coachella is, it's a glorified arts and music festival where thousands of micro-influencers are in the hot, dry desert heat for hours, dressed in the most interesting outfits for unimaginable overpriced food and concerts that you could easily get for cheaper and for a better view at home on YouTube. So if you could only see what I was wearing while I was eating Chinese takeout to the tune of Billie Eilish, it was a Spider-Man costume. Speaking of Spider-Man, Tobey Maguire was spotted at a Billie Eilish concert a few days ago. So I guess in another branch of the multiverse, instead of slinging webs and fighting the Green Goblin, Spider-Man is off to catch the bad guy. Marriage Pact came back to Elon's campus for its 2nd year, and I'm very disappointed to report that I still have yet to meet my husband. If there's one thing I learned from my required Stats 110 class, it's that a 30-question small sample survey does not provide reliable data, and to save face, I'm going to choose to believe that's why I wasn't matched with the love of my life. It's also the time of the year where school tours are about to get super awkward when the prospective parents have to pass a pack of girls wearing bikini tops out. Sorry in advance, prospective parents, but at least you'll get a true sense of what your child will experience during their time here. The end of the year isn't all bad though, as I'm sure many of you watching could attest. As the weather here in Elon gets warmer, all of the students, especially the hot ones, crawl out of hibernation from their respective neighborhoods and bask in the sunlight trying to catch a tan. It's so nice to see all the students finally getting along after a long winter with absolutely no vitamin D intake. And also, with the good weather comes my favorite party activity, water slides. It hasn't been hot enough yet for water slides to make a full comeback, but I'm manifesting them for this weekend. It was announced this past week that 2nd-year students are finally allowed to live off campus, but don't be fooled. Administration isn't giving this to the student body because they want it. It's because they've actually run out of available on-campus housing. So say goodbye to the dream of living in the ant-infested Danley and a moldy carpeted Oaks apartment. That's all for the monologue. When we get back, I'll be joined by one of our own crew members, Miss Madelyn Slattery. We'll be right back. Hey guys, so we're back with Madelyn Slattery. Welcome to the show, Maddie. How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. So I already know Maddie, but we work together on After Hours. We're in our Harry Potter class together. So we've gotten to know each other a lot this semester, but why don't you introduce yourself? What year are you, your major, what kind of things are you involved in on campus besides After Hours?
Yeah, so I'm Maddie. I declared my major as drama theater studies and English with 2 concentrations, one in literature and one in creative writing. Okay. I don't know if that's gonna change. I'm hoping it'll stay the same because my 4-year plan right now is like perfect, so I don't want it to change. I'm a first year or like a freshman. I don't know which is like the term that everyone says. Yeah, I'm a freshman.
Yeah.
Besides After Hours, I joined a sorority over J term, so I'm a part of Tridel, repping it right now.
You know.
Yeah. Besides that, I don't know. I'm really just trying to get more involved in After Hours right now because I haven't been here for a while, and I'm really happy to be back.
Yeah, so Maddie took a little break, but you've recently made it back to us. So what have you been up to in the studio? I know a lot of people probably aren't really familiar with the jobs that go on, like obviously outside the camera. So what do you do behind the camera?
Well, I'm a part of the writers team. So we get together like once or twice a week and write the opening monologue and just a lot of the different jokes, some package ideas, and basically just organize the show so we're ready to come in and do everything. But my first job here was in the teleprompter. So that holds a very close, a near and dear part of my heart. I love the teleprompter. It's actually a lot trickier than it looks. Whoever is on it right now, like, actually you're not on it right now, but like, if you turn it a little too much, you're gonna mess up the person talking. So it seems simple, but
no, I agree. I didn't understand how teleprompters worked before joining After Hours, and then actually reading off of a teleprompter. It's like you both have to keep up with each other so well, but it's very difficult. I feel like people don't realize that it's not automated.
We need more credit, the teleprompter.
Credit for the teleprompters.
People. Yes.
So you talked a little bit about writing and stuff, and like that is part of your major, but what about, you say you're a drama theater studies major, so Maddie and I were both theater kids. I've talked a little bit about this, and I really like exposing people for being theater kids because I feel like it's more common than you think. Okay, we're not all weird, but what do you do in theater, like at Elon? Obviously, I'm sure you did it in high school, but what do you do right now?
Right now, it's so complicated because it's hard to join stuff involving theater here if you're not a music theater major, because those kids are so talented. Like, I applied or like auditioned to be a part of the music theater.
It's insane.
Denied. Like, they were like, no. But it's just hard because like even some of like the not off-campus productions, but like there's a thing called Elon Renegade, and a lot of the kids that audition for that are the freshmen MT majors, because usually they don't get big roles right now in the MT like shows, so they usually take up those spaces. But today in my acting class, this girl who's running one of those shows right now, they're doing Putnam Spelling Bee, she was like, wow, like, do you want to like help us out with, because I was like DMing the person on their Instagram for the production, but she was like, do you want to help out in rehearsals? Like, we need someone to run these lines. And I was like, wait, like, yeah, because I haven't been involved in a production in so long, and it feels really weird. Yeah. Like, I used to be doing stuff like every single day, and now it's like nothing.
No, I agree. It's definitely a weird thing to go. I feel like COVID messed so many things up, especially theater, and even like Broadway theater. Like, I hadn't seen a show in like 2 years until this past spring break. But it's just such a weird thing to come back to things that you used to love doing, and it almost feels like you've never done it before now. Yeah. It's so weird.
Like, I'm from New York, and when I got here, I realized how much I took, and not even like, I didn't take advantage of the city enough. So now whenever I go back for break, I'm like, Mom, we have to go see this show. Like, the next one I want to see is like Funny Girl. I'm like, I need to see Jane Lynch and Beanie Feldstein.
Like, that girl on TikTok, I can't think of her name. Amber something?
Amber Heard.
Yes. Yes?
I think so.
Is that her name? No. That's the Johnny Depp guy.
Never mind.
Different person. But her name is Amber, and she's on Broadway, and she was in Hamilton. Okay. It's okay. We got a little messed up, guys. It's fine.
Move on.
But speaking about some celebrities, we did a little stalking, and we know you've had some weird celebrity encounters. Yeah. Tell us about that. What have been your weirdest ones?
It's not even like encounters, because I'm kind of a stalker when it comes to seeing celebrities. So for a long time, ever since the show Stranger Things came out, I have been head over heels for Finn Wolfhard, the man. He's a man now who plays Mike in the show. And so
it's weird. They're not kids anymore.
They're not kids anymore. They're like big boys now. But I became obsessed with him, and he started this band called Calpurnia, and he was like, we're playing in the city, all these shows. So I went to every single show they've ever had, and their band broke up last year or something, which is really sad. But yeah, I've stalked him and gone to all of his things. Hopefully he recognizes my face by now, probably not. But another celebrity that I have encountered is David Dobrik, who has some controversy, I guess, at this point. But he went on this tour called Views, the Views tour. And I went and I was in the front row, and because of that, this guy came up and was like, do you want to ask David a question during the interview process? And I was like, oh my God, yeah. And I asked him about how to start a YouTube channel and all this dumb little silly stuff. And I actually made a vlog about it because I was really into vlogging then. But he was really sweet, and I was crying after, and he told me not to cry. And I was like, okay, well, that's not gonna help. But I've also met him, and I don't know, hopefully I meet more celebrities down the line and not make a fool of myself in front of them.
See, I've only met one celebrity, and it was Gaten Matarazzo, actually, at a theater thing in New Jersey, because he's part of the Thespian Society.
I was gonna drive to one of those shows.
No, it was the worst experience of my life. I made a complete fool of myself. I just stood in his face, and I was like, I love you. And he was like, okay. So I don't really do well with celebrities, but that's okay. We are on each other's For You pages a lot.
Yeah.
A lot. Your videos come up all the time, and we have a minor presence on TikTok. How would you describe your TikTok in 3 words?
3 words. Random. Cinematic.
Oh, okay.
Random, cinematic. Happy.
Okay.
Actually, not a lot of them are happy. I'm usually complaining about a lot of things.
Yeah.
It's rants, I guess. Yeah, I love TikTok. It's I've actually, for some reason, whenever I'm back at school, it slows down my posting. But then when I get back home, I get all these ideas, and I'm
you have nothing else to do that you might as well just post
I have to share this random thought with all these people who won't care, but I'm gonna force my opinions down their throat.
Yeah, no, me too. Mine are. If I had to describe my TikTok in 1 word, it would be unhinged, probably.
I agree.
Yeah.
From the ones that have popped up on my For You page, what I just saw, your tonsil, whatever, and just the
my
blood, not even
Everyone go watch my tonsillectomy TikTok. It'll make you never want to get your tonsils out.
No, I'm actually scared to now. You gave me a briefing about it. I'm not going to now.
Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely not the best, but it is what it is. I feel like TikTok is a fun it's just a place where I can dump my brain thoughts.
Yeah, it's now a routine for me for when I wake up, the first thing I do, I'm how did anyone like my video? And then when I go to bed, I'm did anyone like my video? And it's always no, there's 2 likes.
But it's okay. I like them. So yeah.
You're the one that's been liking them, so thank you.
So speaking of our TikToks, our producers have put together a little game for us. They did some digging on our TikTok accounts, and when we come back, we're gonna try to guess some comments from both of our videos, and we'll have to see, because we're pretty well versed in each other's TikTok accounts.
True. Yes.
So we'll be right back with that.
Hello everyone, and welcome to Elon University. I am so glad that you decided to spend 1 hour of your precious fleeting lives with us. Now, if you'll follow me, we'll go ahead and get started. All right, let's get to know each other a little bit. Raise your hand if you're from New Jersey. Oh, all of you? That settles that. All over campus, you'll see hammocking hooks spread out for you to just hang out, chill with your friends, And don't be afraid to just get right into it, All right, let's all go around and say a fun fact about ourselves. I'll go first. I was actually the first baby in the U.S. to be entirely grown in an incubator. If you have any questions about that, save them for the end of the tour. And just so you guys know, that waiver that you signed before the tour, you're legally obligated to let me know if I'm about to walk into anything. All right, so what part of New Jersey are we talking about? Central Jersey, north, south, east. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, guys, let's keep moving. Excuse me, guys. All right, let's keep it moving. That's enough! Right now we're at Young Commons. Those double D's behind me, those are the boobs. And chances are, if you're in our all-male dorm Smith, those are the only pair you'll be seeing this year. I'm a musical theater major. Here's a little something I'm working on. Doe, a deer, a female. Right behind me is one of our most popular dining halls. Now, there are no guarantees with the menu, but there is one guarantee, and that's that they'll always be serving salmon. I actually ran out of swipes, so I kind of just stand here and wait for someone to open the door to let me in. And right behind me is Medallion Plaza. This is where all the local 7th graders come to skate and smoke cigarettes. And this is Lake Marynell. There's really nothing else to do except for look at it because there's unhealthy levels of E. coli permeating in the water. Sometimes I feel like the ducks are my only friends here. And right down this street is the first house where I ever got my first case of ringworm. Don't worry, we'll see the second place on the way back. Darties usually consist of girls outnumbering guys 15-1. Any guy that you see at a frat party will usually look like a little kid who just spilled juice all over himself. Speaking of, don't be afraid to get wrist deep in the jungle juice. You'll ask yourself, what's in this? And to be honest, I couldn't tell you. I've been brewing this myself in my bathroom. I miss my mom. Oh my God, that's one of my friends. It's her birthday today. Happy birthday!
What?
Never mind. Do you guys care if I take a break real quick? No? Okay, thanks. All right, let's get back to it. Elon's been ranked one of America's most beautiful campuses. It's Elon tradition to take a break while you're here. All right, guys, thanks for joining us on our tour of Elon University. Woo!
We are back, and so we have our little game to play. Again, our producers scoured through our TikTok comments, and I feel like because we have very similar friends and followers, they're all very similar comments, so we are gonna read them together and try and guess which TikTok they were commented under, and then I have the answers on here that I'll slide. Okay, so the first one is trigger warning emotional with 2 yellow exclamation point signs and then 4 red exclamation point emojis.
I feel like that's not mine.
I feel like this one is mine.
Okay.
Just because I know this one, it just happened. So a little bit ago I posted a TikTok of me dramatically reading the I do cuss a little thing from Miranda Cosgrove, and my friend Julia, or at JuChains on TikTok, commented that. Okay.
5 minutes.
Second one, in all caps, booked and busy with about 7 exclamation points.
That's me.
You?
I think that's me.
It is. So at Allergy Girl on a video about Maddie being an extra in an Amy Schumer show.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Yeah. Should I give backstory or no?
If you want to.
This summer, randomly, I applied to be an extra on this Hulu show called Life and Beth, and then the casting director reached out and was like, "You look a lot like the young girl playing like young Amy Schumer. Do you want to be her photo double?" So then I photo doubled for her, and then I was an extra in like this volleyball scene because I'd played volleyball.
That's so cool.
And it was fun, and I'm like in the show for like a split second.
Yeah, booked and
Booked and
busy.
busy.
Okay. The third one is wash your laundry, girly.
I think that's also. Is this from Adrian?
Yes.
Yeah.
On a video of Maddie's freshman dorm, like things in Maddie's dorm that just make sense.
Yeah, there was like a huge thing of dirty laundry that I just like hadn't washed yet.
That's okay. I have that too.
It makes sense.
I feel like we all do. Okay. This one is a pipeline I know all too well. And I know that this is from mine.
Yeah, I was like, I don't think.
I don't know who commented. Oh, yeah. It was my friend Hannah from home. Her TikTok is Howlbama Hannah. And it was saying that she followed the theater kid to sorority girl pipeline.
Yeah.
Which is a pipeline that we know all too well.
It is. It is.
The actions in this video could cause serious injury with 3 skull emojis.
I feel like that's not me again.
I don't know if it's me either, but let's see. Oh, okay, so it was on mine.
Okay.
At Carrot Lover 942, who's my friend Sky from home, on a video of my August recap that was to August by Taylor Swift, there was like one clip of me riding out of the bed of a pickup truck on the beach, like at the beach I work at. So
I feel like
because
what?
it came up on the bottom that it
said that.
Yeah. It came up as the
Oh my
TikTok like
God.
thing that said the actions may cause injuries. So
I feel like your followers use a lot more emojis than mine do.
yeah, that's true.
Mine are just
we're
like
big
blank.
we're big emoji fans over on my TikTok.
On Juju.
Juju 120.
Yes.
Okay, that specific picture of her is so awful. Oh, this is. I'm accidentally picking all the ones that are from mine, but that was about a picture of Joey King. I don't like Joey King.
I don't like her either. There's something about her that's like, but like we love her.
We love her. It's just that I don't like the kissing booth. That's what it is.
I like the first one. I used to watch that movie on repeat and pretend that I was like her.
Oh, you were.
Do you know the scene where she's on the table? Not that.
Are you a girl princess or a boy princess? Because I say that all the time.
That part.
I quote that.
And they're like, try this. It tastes like green. Like that's my favorite line from like any movie ever.
That's fair. No, there are some good quotes from that movie. I think I love, what's his name? Jacob Ellery so much that anyone that comes in contact with him, I'm like, no, that's my boyfriend.
Yeah, especially since they dated.
Yeah.
So
interesting.
Gotta watch out.
Okay. In all caps, turn on duets.
I feel like that's mine. I feel like that was like my friend Mara.
Was
this my Duke
Mara May
rejection
Ball
video?
On a video about your friend, Mara May Ball.
Oh.
5.
This was definitely like drama with a friend, and she wanted to like get in on it.
Ooh.
Because we have like a lot of the same friend drama, so she definitely wanted to like react.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Okay. I think this is gonna be the last one. Okay. This is my biggest pet peeve, and nobody ever understands it.
This is mine. This was me talking about, do you know those cards where like when you turn them different ways, they like change the pictures? When people rub their fingernails on it, it gives me the like goosebumps.
Like the holographic cards that have like little bumpies on them?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It gives me the
goosebumps.
goosebumps and like, oh my God, it makes me want to like throw up. It's
Can
the
you
most
guess who
horrible
the
thing.
friend was that commented that?
Oh, I feel like it was like a guy that like I'm not that close with, but maybe he just commented.
At Audrey Miller 88.
Oh, okay. This is someone that I know.
Okay.
Okay. Not that close with her.
You
but,
don't like that noise though?
No.
I feel like it's the same as like going like that with your nails.
It's not the same at all. It's like.
I don't like dry, like, you know, like nails on a chalkboard.
Yeah.
I don't
the
like
screech.
I don't like paper towels on chalkbords. Like it makes my teeth
I don't think
hurt
that
a
makes
little
any
bit.
noise.
No, it does, but the texture.
Okay.
I don't know. I have some weird.
Yeah.
If you go and look at our TikToks, you will understand what I mean by that, and I think that you'll get a better look in our brains. So wait, what is your TikTok? Let the people know.
It's Madelyn Slattery.
Okay.
Full name.
Mine is Juju 120.
Yeah.
So thank you for coming and hanging out with us today. We love having you backstage, and it's so fun to have you on stage with me. That was it for us. we will see you next week, I guess, because we have another show next week.
To find out more about After Hours, visit elonstudenttv.org.